All right, hey, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. You know, we're in Indiana. There's not enough car stuff, and due to just rehabbing in the gym, nothing really special going on. You know, as far as gym stuff related. The wife just competed recently. I could have probably filmed that, probably should have, but due to circumstances, just didn't even go that route. So now I'm back up to 675 on squat. Same thing with deadlifts for reps, and bench, you know, shoulder rehab is going okay. I hit 460 again at 202 pounds body weight. So things are going in the right direction with that, but enough about that, because what this is really about is I just got in the Downpipes for the Rs7. And I went with Red Star. They had quicker shipping than anybody else. They're non-resonated pipes. So I'll break all those out. I'm gonna actually film me changing them. I'm gonna do them today in the garage. So, you know, exciting stuff, gonna get a little dirty. Hopefully we don't run into any hiccups with bolts getting stuck or seized or anything like that. Process is pretty straightforward. As far as what we need to do to take it all apart and put it back together, as well as putting some O2 sensors and spacers and stuff in there as well. So we'll try to film all of that as we can and kind of time lapse that so you guys can see what's all involved. It's a lot of little nuts and bolts everywhere to take apart, which it's supposed to take about 6 hours. I think we can maybe get it done in about 4. That's kind of what I'm hearing from other people as far as what their expectancy is from front to back. So we'll see how long it takes us. But right now, more importantly, let's listen to this isn't a true cold start. I've been driving the car, as you can see. I just got done with some meetings. So now that I'm at home, we'll start the car, rev it up a couple times, let you hear how it sounds now. Now, mind you, if you're new to the channel, which most of you are because it is a new channel, I do have a Borla exhaust on it already, and a stage 1 APR tune. As far as you know, mechanical stuff, that's the only things that are done. Everything else is cosmetic that's done. You know, lowering springs, wrap wheels, tint, you know, blackout packages, things like that. But let's listen to it. Let's get the before and now while we're at it. I'll let it cool down for a minute and then we'll get to work. So that's the before clip, and yeah, so this beauty back here, I'm gonna shoot a whole video on that soon. I actually want to get it out the garage, wipe it down. It's dusty, it's been sitting, and really go over all the details. But it's a pretty special car, at least to me. It's got a lot of sentimental value. I'll go more into depth, but this particular version they only made 220 of, and it is all original. It's won Bloomington Gold, many other things. So yeah, pretty excited to make a video about that as well. All right, got all changed, moved the car around in the garage. It's only like 45 degrees out right now, and it's pretty windy, so I'd like to have the natural light, but I also don't want to be extremely cold while I'm working out here, so I just decided to move it around since it is a longer job. But let's take a look and unbox these downpipes. Don't judge my messy garage. It's haven't had proper springtime to clean all this garbage out. Just kind of been storing stuff through the winter. But we've got are downpipes from Red Star. They actually look great. So you can see they've got their signature stamp. I've already unboxed all this actually last night, but we've got all our gaskets that we're going to need, and then I've got all the bolts and all of that in here, as well as the O2 spacer. So you know, first thing that we're going to do for the car is we're going to come around back, and we are going to disconnect the battery here, which is back under that, which I will get to. Second thing we're going to do is we are going to take apart all of this here. We're going to end up obviously just popping that off. All of these heat shielding and all of that is going to come out, so you will see all of that. There's a lot of 12-point tools that we'll have to use that are going to go under here. They're going to help us disassemble all this, and then we'll be able to get to the downpipes, which might as well just go ahead and pop this off now, which are right there. So like I said, this is a supposedly a 6-hour job, but people are getting it done in 4. So I'm thinking that we'll probably be on that end, especially since we know roughly what we're going to need to get to and take off. So all of this down here we'll be removing out. We'll have to jack the car up and finish unbolting from the bottom, but that should be the easiest part that we do. All of the labor, as far as time-wise goes, will all be from up here. Alright, so I just have disconnected the ground, threw the cover back on to sit on there, so the battery is not currently producing anything to the car. All I did was take off that cover there. So now we are going to take this plastic piece off, which is just kind of held so far loosely in there. Just kind of sits in there, so we'll get all this good stuff out the way. Because in fact, everything that we need to get to is all right here, and then we need to pull all that out and get under there. So we'll remove all this stuff along the way, and then do a time lapse, and we'll get back to it. Okay, so back where we are, we got the car jacked up. We got all these bolts and everything loose. We got the O2s out, as you can tell. So the only thing that we are doing now is loosening the downpipes on the bottom. There's 3 bolts on each side. I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera while I'm under there. I'm like literally wedged under the car, and I'm working with limited space. But I'll show you what the Borla exhaust that's on here looks like, and then the bolts that we're using to take off. So the bolts are right up there. There's 3. There's one up there on the top left, and there's one up there. I know it's kind of dark, but this is where the Borla exhaust starts at. It goes through here and then all the way down there. So as you can tell, once we get these catted downpipes off, there's really not much restricting any flow through here. These mufflers aren't really that big at all, so it actually should sound pretty good. All right, update. As you can tell, it's dark outside. First probably 2 hours went smooth, no hiccups. Realized I didn't have a wrench for the O2 sensor, so went to AutoZone to borrow one. Came back, popped everything off about 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and we got stuck on the hanger bolts and probably spent a good 2 hours trying to get them off. Had my wife under the car sticking her hands up there because they're obviously a little smaller than mine. We got one side out. We decided to wait and phone a friend, and now he is here. We got those off. We now have everything set up in place, so we have the downpipes there. We're just getting all the bolts set, and then we'll start piecing her back together. Okay, so it is late. I still have some things to button up under the hood. I gotta put the trim over top, screw some more stuff in, put some more clips in, probably looks like maybe about 8 or so, maybe 10, and then, you know, obviously clean up this mess. But I connected everything, and for all intensive purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, make sure it's running. It's late, so I'm not gonna rev it or do anything like that. I'll probably just pull it in the garage and button everything up in the morning, and that way I can park it, close the door, and spend 15-20 minutes in the morning doing it. So we'll go ahead and try out a cold start and see what we got. We're in the car. I don't know if you can hear it. It's all put back together. I did get a O2 code. I have not tried to retune it or anything yet. I did put the spacers on the back O2 sensors. So, but that did not help with the code. I got a P0050 code, which is basically a heating code of the O2 sensor. It's for bank 2, sensor 1. So, I'm gonna fool around with that, kind of do some more research, and I figure out what's going on with that. But I mean, right now we do have a check engine light, and that is the only code that we have. So I kind of expected, I had a 50-50 shot if it was going to throw a code for the O2 sensor in some regard or not. So but yeah, I mean, I'll shut up here in a second. I'll let you kind of hear how it sounds and everything like that. With the O2 sensor going off, that could affect the performance of the car. So you know, I haven't really done much. I just jumped in the car, so we'll see what we get out of it. It may not be exactly accurate due to the code, but you know, it sounds great, and that's a massive difference from where we were. So what it sounds like, windows up, drastically louder in the car. Outside of the car definitely sounds louder. So far, extremely happy with the way it sounds. If I put it in drive, take it out of sport, and just cruise, I don't get any drone or anything like that. There is a slight smell, which I kind of figured due to the non-resonated pipes, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward and great. So yeah, that was just a slight pull there. Didn't have it dropped into gear, didn't launch it, anything like that. So I wasn't paying attention to the speed too much on that, but I'll look over the video and kind of see. I mean, it feels powerful. It feels like there's a lot of torque there, so I don't think that the performance is too affected by the O2 sensor right now. But I'll keep you guys posted, you know, as far as that goes. We'll do a full video on the car, some driving montages and things like that, and you know, we'll show you guys all that here soon. As you can tell, it's a brand new day. Battery died when we were out testing the car, so we got her sitting back here at John's house, and just wanted to kind of wrap up with everything that we did. We still had the codes going off on the car. Until we retune that, that's probably going to be an issue that we're going to have for a little while. It still runs great. We ran 0 to I think 125 on a non-prep surface in about 10.8 seconds. So we're looking at a quarter mile, maybe once we put some race gas in it and we're on a track, low 10s, 10.2, 10.3, something like that. So excited to get that back out on the track. If you want to see more videos like this of working on the car, comment down below. We got plenty of other stuff we can do to the car. We got friends that are always modding cars, changing from 800 wheel horsepower to 900. 900 is not enough, 1,000, etc. So we can definitely make time to go out and get our hands dirty to help our friends out. Also get some more content going for that. And anyways, if you want to see more car stuff, racing stuff, gym stuff, whatever, let us know. Like, subscribe, drop something in the comments. We'll respond to you. Otherwise, have a blessed day. We'll talk to y'all soon.